edition of Let's Do Lunch, a devotional ministry of First United Methodist Church in West Monroe, Louisiana. Thank you for taking time to join us today. I'm Lamar Oliver, pastor of First United Methodist Church. Our hope and our prayer is these brief few moments of coming up for air, no matter your location or your circumstance, will bless you and renew your spirits. Do you have any idea who that is at the door? Do you have any idea to whom you are speaking? Do you have any idea what is truly going on here? One of the truly great sacrifices we have had to make at First United Methodist Church due to the global pandemic is the cancellation of Vacation Bible School. Vacation Bible School Week is one of my favorites of the year for many reasons. And one of the main reasons is that we get reminded of the basic message of God's love for all. I also love VBS Week because it allows us to refocus on some of the basics of the faith that, I am afraid, we overcomplicate. A most important basic belief we share through Vacation Bible School is the idea that God is everywhere. Yet, do we really believe that to be true? Do we act as if God is everywhere? Far from being a simplistic message for children, the understanding we must have about God being present in everyone has great implications for how we live and how we love. There's another question that is left for us to consider. Before we get to that, though, let's hear Jesus' words as recorded in Matthew 10, verses 40 through 42. Whoever welcomes you welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. Whoever welcomes a prophet in the name of a prophet will receive a prophet's reward. And whoever welcomes a righteous person in the name of a righteous person will receive the reward of the righteous. And whoever gives even a cup of cold water to one of these little ones in the name of a disciple, truly I tell you, none of these will lose their reward. May God add divine blessing to the reading and hearing of this sacred word. As we take stock of our lives, can it be said that our lives lend itself to someone knowing that when they welcome us, they welcome God? Conversely, can it be said of us that when we encounter others, we are looking for or anticipating the opportunity to welcome God? When our current situation lends itself to a great deal of skepticism, bitterness, rage, anger, frustration, and suspicion, it would be hard to blame someone for not necessarily expecting to encounter God in another person. And yet that is exactly the standard to which Jesus calls us. What if we allowed ourselves to believe that any encounter we have with another might result in us encountering Christ? How might that change our approach to others, even those with whom we have deep disagreement? How might that change the other person if we allowed for the possibility that God is present in them and is looking to use them in a way that brings us closer to God and or reveals to us something God wants us to see? On this Monday afternoon, let us be careful and be intentional about looking for God in the other, especially if the other is espousing a viewpoint or engaging in an action we find absolutely abhorrent. After all, one cannot read the Easter narrative without facing the reality that Jesus was present where they expected least to find him. Maybe it's time for us to change our viewpoint so we might have a better chance of encountering God. Or to put it another way, is there any one of us who couldn't use another encounter with God during our day? Let's be sure to not close the door on such a possibility because our preconceived notions have shut down any chance of this happening. And now, dear friends, may the good Lord bless you and keep you. May the good Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the good Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you his peace. Before you go, please take a moment to like and to share this video in your networks. Be sure to visit fumcwm.live where you can subscribe to all of our video content as it is released and see archives of our lunches, our worship services, and sermons. Go in peace.